If you are an estate or letting agent, one of the 15,000 one office, two office operators out there, you've got problems. The bottom line is that you're trying to bring the listings in, get the buggers sold. It's a crazy, crazy market. And there's lots of prop tech out there, snake oil salesmen, and basically the second coming and everything in between to help you being a better estate or letting agent. With over 700 prop tech suppliers out there, how do you know what's good and what's bad? Well, Simon Whale has brought these amazing estate agents together because Simon Whale, with his Kerfuffle firm, has actually helped these guys shed loads of money with their prop tech suppliers and also help them make more money as well. So today, I'm joined by James Morton, who runs the Resi sales department of the Sheldon Bosley, which is in the Warwickshire West Midlands area. We're joined by Simon Bradley, who's from Thomas Morris, 7-branch network in sunny Cambridgeshire. Brian Wolfenden, and brownie points for your cap there, Brian. He is boss man of Leader Fox in sunny Poole. I hope you're getting a suntan there. That's why you need the cap. And we're joined by James Richards, who is along with his wife, runs Tunbridge Wells Madisons, who are, by all accounts, according to Peter Knight, one of the most exceptional estate agents he knows. High praise indeed. So Simon Whale has brought us all together to do this video. He's not paid me a penny to do this. Simon is a very good friend of mine, and I know an awful lot of agents that use his services, because Kerfuffle isn't just there for prop tech suppliers, and Kerfuffle isn't there just for Simon Whale's ego so he can go on video all the time and shout loudly with his pink background. There is actually a purpose behind Simon Whale. I know it's true, but this man does actually make a huge difference to the estate agency industry in a positive way. And I mean positive way in terms of your day-to-day running of the business. So firstly, I'd like to go to Simon Bradley. Simon, you run a 7-branch network in Cambridgeshire. Your supplier bill must be through the roof. My understanding is that you went to Simon Whale with Kerfuffle and more importantly his team, because to be honest, they're the ones that do all the work. What exactly did he do for your agency, and what difference has it made?
Well, it's made a significant difference, essentially in two ways. We now have just implemented the Kerfuffle Training, which I'm happy to talk to you about in detail. But also, we asked one of his consultants, Richard, to come and have a look at our lettings operation. What do you want to talk about, Chris? The lettings?
Both.
Okay, right. As far as the training is concerned, I mean, we at Thomas Morris are massive believers in training. It's been part of our entire DNA since we started the company, and it's one of the reasons I like to think that people enjoy working for Thomas Morris. And with the you-know-what happening over the last year or two, it's been difficult to deliver a good quality face-to-face training. But we've signed up for the Kerfuffle training for essentially 3 modules. There's the manager's training, there's the sales training, and there's the valuers training. And we're currently releasing 42 of those modules to all of our staff. I've done all the modules myself, and they are absolutely outstanding. I mean, I've been in this business for nearly 40 years now, and some of the stuff, I confess, I know and I did. Some of the stuff I know and I didn't do, and some of the stuff I just didn't know. And all of our staff are really getting a lot out of it. The one feature that I would say really, really puts this training into a class of its own is that each segment for the particular training stuff that we've signed up for is only about 5 minutes long. So all of our negotiators, all my colleagues, including myself, you've got a spare 10 minutes, you can do the little module and the tests afterwards, and that sort of set you up for the day.
How does it make you feel that you know that the training for your valuers and negs and things like that is A, bite size, and B, you can keep an eye on it to make sure they do it?
It makes a massive difference because I can actually quantify the engagement of all of our staff rather than just saying, oh, yes, we've done it, Simon. because I've done the course myself, done all the modules myself, I can ask them questions. They do a little test. It's absolutely superb. Really, really, really good training and very well delivered and good fun.
Good stuff. You also said that they've been involved with you on the letting side. What's all that about?
Okay, well, what that was about, I mean, we're very proud of our letting setup. We're fortunate enough to win a few actual national awards for our lettings operation. But we felt we'd got about, what, 700 or 800 properties under management, and then we went up to 900. And then I just got a sense that things were creaking a little bit. And of course, you go through the first stage, which is denial. No, it hasn't, there's no problems, we can cope. But we started to notice there were one or two little whinges, no serious complaints, but little whinges from landlords and tenants. And I thought, well, rather than try and sort it out ourselves, we'll get somebody who does know what they're talking about. I'm definitely not saying that Simon Whale knows what he's talking about, but he does know people that do. And he sent along an absolutely outstanding chap called Richard Durant, who I had known vaguely before, and he did an outstanding job. I mean, specifically, what he did first of all was to analyse exactly where we were and what our challenges and problems were. He established fantastic trust with the team, because you can imagine when I said to a head of lettings, right, we're going to have somebody who can come along and review everything. They didn't say, oh, thanks, Si, that's a great idea. They were like, really? Really? Yes, really. In goes Richard Durant. The first day, I think he got everybody understanding that he knew exactly what he was doing. He identified all the processes that we currently used, all the relationships with the suppliers, reviewed the whole thing, and then over probably a 3 or 4 month period, persuaded the team that we needed to change the processes, improve the processes, in fact, we changed some of the job roles, and we also had a few adjustments, which is obviously a euphemism for ditching some of our current suppliers and engaging with new ones.
So Kerfuffle isn't just this thing where some prop tech suppliers go on and talk to Simon Whale, and it's almost like a TV advert, and who wants to sit through a TV advert. You're actually telling me that there's actually purpose behind Kerfuffle in the fact that they check they do the basics of checking your deals, getting your great deals, but then they actually proactively go in and help your agency.
Yes, you're right to highlight that. There is this sort of veneer to Kerfuffle. It's all great fun, it's all prop tech and blah, blah, blah. But no, to me, Kerfuffle is a lot more than that. It gives me access via Simon Whale and his team to really good, experienced people, knowledgeable people, professional people that can really make a difference. Now, before you ask me, I can't actually quantify in old money, pounds, shillings and pence, how much that has actually saved us. But it has introduced significant efficiencies into the way that we operate, and it also has ensured that we're very, very compliant. And as you know, Chris, in today's world, you have got to be, base camp one has got to be compliance.
I mean, interestingly, Spencer Lawrence, he couldn't make this meeting, but I know for a fact that in 1 year, Kerfuffle saved him £60,000 in deals. I mean, that's £5,000 a month. That's a lot of beer. Let's go to James Richard in Tunbridge Wells. What has Kerfuffle done for you as an agent?
Well, I mean, very similarly to Simon, actually. We've not started on the training side of things yet, but we've got a few new recruits coming in, so we're going to sort of embark on the training later on in the year. But we had Rich Durant come along to us and help us on the letting side of things. And we're a lot smaller on the letting side of things, so he was focusing for us on the growth of the lettings business, that we can aspire to get to where Simon is with sort of 900 properties under management. But very similarly, he looked at the processes that we did. He looked at the services that we offered, and where we'd not done a tenant fine service, he ran through with us why we should potentially look at that. And then a premium management service. So he really made us question why we'd perhaps overlooked things and started at the basics, just as Simon has said, and then built through and looked at some of the prop tech companies that we were engaging with, helped cement some of those relationships and further enhance those. Equally, you know, question why we were using some when perhaps there wasn't, we weren't getting the full benefit from it, and introduced us to others that were perhaps more suitable for the stage of the lettings business that we're at, than something more involved. He also introduced us to Paul, who works on the IT side of Kerfuffle, because with our CRM system, we were having a few issues on the engagement side with some of the prop tech, and Paul was able to get involved in some of the programming issues and unlock problems that we didn't think were unlockable. And we'd actually raised it with the CRM system and hadn't been able to get a workaround. So we thought, well, okay, we've explored what we felt were all of the avenues there. But lo and behold, Paul comes in with his technical IT geekness, if you like, and was able to rewrite certain situations or look at workarounds for it. That's made things so much smoother and quicker, really, to the end user, to the clients, the tenants, and the landlords. It's been fantastic. Really, really good.
It's my understanding with Kerfuffle that there's 3 levels of membership. There's the basic one, which is absolutely free of charge, and any agents can join that, and you do get quite some not bad stuff. Then there's this, I think it's called the Essential Package, which is about 35, 36 quid a month, which gives you I believe, access to the training, but there and a few credits, where you get the experts in. And then there's the big package, I think it's called, let me just have a quick look on the internet, the Pro package. There you go. Tell you what, finger on the pulse there, where you get even more credits, where you can have, getting professionals like CRM people in or IT people in. This is priceless stuff. Let's go to James Morton, who's works resi sales for Sheldon Bosley, big in the game in West Midlands. What's Kerfuffle done for your agency, James?
So I think I only joined Sheldon Bosley Knight in May of last year, and I was originally brought in to sort out marketing first. So the first problem that I had to uncover was, what have we done? As a business, our main marketing strategy was the portals, and that was it. We hadn't investigated, or it was difficult to investigate alternative solutions for singular problems that we had, i.e. communicating en masse with clients, the quality of data and sorting all of that out. So I had a meeting with Richard, and the thing I liked about that initial meeting was it was a consultation. It was Richard's opportunity to understand the challenges that we faced, rather than me go to him and say, this is the problem I think we've got. Because the reality was, the problem I thought we had didn't actually exist. There was a bigger problem. And over the course of a couple of weeks, Richard helped us single out a couple of companies that would be worth working with. As you said at the start, there are 700 prop tech companies. That's a lot of white noise. That is a lot of Zoom meetings that I didn't really want to go through. And ultimately, whenever you sign up to a new company, most of them want 12-month contracts. You don't really know at the start how that relationship is going to pan out and whether the deliverables are going to be there at the end of those 12 months. Whereas working with Kerfuffle, it allowed us the opportunity to get a first-hand referral. They've used these companies, they've suggested these companies, they've had feedback from the clients that have used them. And that for me was the social proof that we needed to move forward with some of them. So,
How does it make you feel that it almost feels like there's someone in your camp on your side helping you, A, find a problem, and then B, finding the best solution without having to sit through all these, what you say is 1-hour sales pitches on Zoom, which, let's be honest, no one wants.
Yeah, no, it was really comforting. The other good thing was there was an element of accountability as well, because it was a task that I wanted to get boxed off and push forward with. And knowing that I was going to have that meeting every week, which I scheduled, it wasn't forced upon me, but knowing that that meeting was coming up, I was more proactive in pushing forward that agenda in readiness for that meeting. Whereas if I wasn't going to be meeting someone, I probably would have let it pass till next week and then moved it on another week because something else would have come up.
So almost like what Simon Whale can do is bring in guides, almost like an Obi-Wan Kenobi, to guide and support you on your path to being better estate agents and show you which path to take, but also make you accountable to yourself to make sure you do it. Because let's be honest, how many times have we bought a piece of prop tech and then basically just thrown it at the girls and boys and then not actually followed through with it?
Yeah, I mean, the amount of money agents spend on prop tech, invest very little time in understanding it, and then go back to the developer and say it doesn't work is unbelievable. I mean, with this, it was, we met, Richard introduced us, really liked the company that we're now working with. And interestingly, they weren't a company that specialized in estate agency CRM. They were a company that specialized in sort of the pub industry. But they've got a really unique solution. And because within our company, it wasn't a case of, a one shoe size fits all, because we've got so many different departments. We've got sales, lettings, rural, strategic land, planning, commercial. We needed a CRM that would work for all of those departments, not just sales and lettings. So the solutions that they put forward were absolutely brilliant, and it saved so much time.
Because if you think about it, you probably wouldn't have seen this anyway, would you?
Not a chance. They're not even on the radar.
And let's be honest, we all ignore adverts from the CRMs, don't we?
That's it.
Thank you, James. Let's go to Ryan Wolfenden, star estate agent, legend status on the South Coast, and actually came and joined me up on the Watkins sofa a few weeks ago. Thanks for joining me today, Ryan. You're the boss man of Leader Fox, pool estate agent, letting agent extraordinaire. What has Kerfuffle done for your business?
So Simon has built, or not Simon specifically, Paul Morgan and Rich built.
Simon, can we just agree? Simon does no work at all. He just puts
I know. Well, I think Simon Bradbury hit the nail on the head. Whaley's the sort of veneer, and he doesn't do anything himself, but he knows people that do. And I think that sums up Kerfuffle very, very nicely. I think that sometimes he's his biggest enemy, isn't he? Because he's so sort of flamboyant and gregarious. You do think it's just like tell
you what, he's an extremely clever man, and will not take this bit out because it will just go straight to his head. But he is behind that facade. He's a very, very.
I know. Even when he's had a few, you can still tell he's super bright. But I think because of how he is, sometimes you do think it's just a bit of a joke, especially with the pink hats and stuff. But I mean, Paul and Rich, who I've been dealing with to build this bit of software for me, really know what they're talking about. Rich in terms of, how the lettings processes side of stuff works. And as James mentioned there, Paul on the IT side of things is a bit of a savant on it. So we built a, I don't know if any of you have been on the year masters, and Whaley had the Kerfuffle sort of chatbot, and it brought loads of GIFs, and it was typical sort of, again, flamboyant sort of output of GIFs on a numerous front. Well, we've actually created something similar to that, but for our renewal process for lettings, and it saved about 8 hours a week for us. So in terms of sort of cost savings, I have actually been able to identify about £6,000 per annum, and we manage renewal wise, we look after about 180 tenancies. So for any agencies with different size, they could probably work out pro rata how much time that would save them. But it's completely automated, or virtually completely automated, the renewal process. But for us, what was really important is to still have a bit of personality with it as well. I love the GIFs, and that's not for everyone, of course. If you're more corporate, you might want something more formal. But for the way our business runs, it works really, really well. And that's the cool thing about Kerfuffle, is that they are able to create some bespoke bits of kit that would suit your agency, as opposed to one size fits all type approach. But it's been really cool, and again, because of their connections, we're now liaising with Agent OS to try and plug that in, so it completely automates it in terms of the signature element and everything. So that it should literally just automate the whole renewal process, from notifying when a tenancy is about to end, agreeing the new terms and then signing the contract. So the aim is within this year, we should be able to completely automate that process without any human intervention at all.
Priceless and fantastic. It allows us agents to do the more, not the important stuff.
Personable stuff. Yeah, exactly. There's, and again, if we can try and do something similar for maintenance as well, and that's the idea once we've got the renewal process and then step it up for maintenance, I think that's for us what we want to try and do is automate as much of the process as possible, and then it frees up our staff to do the stuff that robots can't.
Excellent, excellent. What I'd just like to do is just very quickly go around the room and basically I want you to finish this sentence. Estate agents should contact Kerfuffle because, and then off you go. So let's start off with you, Bradders.
Estate agents should contact Kerfuffle because they know people that know people that know people that know people that know.
Priceless. Okay. James? Oh, sorry.
Richards or Morton?
James Richards.
I think you should. What was the start? What's the start of it? Again, you're going to cut this out.
Agents should contact Kerfuffle because.
I think agents should contact Kerfuffle because they can help you get to the finish line that you're seeking a lot quicker than you could do trying to find it on your own.
Priceless. Tell you what. I hope he's paying you well. Oh, by the way, we might take the mickey, but no one's being paid to do this. We all love Simon Whale to bits, and we are just doing this. We've all been asked to do it. Simon's a friend of mine. I'm not being paid to do this.
Can I just check? Are you not being paid?
Well, okay. We got the hampers.
I feel a bit bad, but Whaley's actually offered to pay me for this.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're not going to accept it, are you? I mean, come on. Let's all be serious, boys and girls. We're doing this because we love the product, don't we? James Morton, and we'll have less mirth. Let's have some more serious now.
Agents should use Kerfuffle because other than money, the next biggest commodity it will save you is time in having to source the right supplier for you.
There you go. And Wolfenmeister?
Estate agents should contact Kerfuffle because they will save you time and money. There is no doubt about that. And they'll be able to create something that's bespoke for your agency rather than relying something that's off the shelf. Excellent.
So there you go. There's my 3 pencils of pink because my wife is into colouring things. So there you go. That's my in honour of Simon Well. Boys and girls, those of you who are watching this in estate agency land, joking aside, none of us are being paid to say this. I'm not on any commission. You don't have to contact Simon Whale, and in fact, don't contact Simon. Contact his team. They're the ones that know everything. The bottom line is this: is that when you are an estate agent and you're running your own business, you are on your own, but you're not alone. And to have someone in your corner that can guide and support you, then the Kerfuffle team can do that. It's hard work enough out there anyway. So why not get the guidance and support of someone who can basically tread you through walk you through and guide you through the minefield of prop tech suppliers. So you can have a business that runs efficiently, smartly, save time, save money, and ultimately give the chance for you to enjoy your estate letting agency career a bit better, enable you to pay your staff a bit more, and actually enjoy the elements of what being a estate agent's all about. Thank you for your time today, everyone on this call here. Let's wave goodbye to estate agency land. And if you need to contact Kerfuffle, just type in it to any website and you'll find them. Thanks very much, everyone, and let's say goodbye. See you, everyone.
Bye.